Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport, and today we're taking a look at the 2013 Ferrari 458 Speciale. So this was introduced in 2013, lasting until 2015, and 1,309 of these were made, and this is basically the high performance variant of the 458. So we've already looked at the Italia version, which is the base spec of the 458. This is basically more of that, but also less than that in some regards as well. So to separate this car from the standard Italia car, it does look different in a lot of ways, and those looks are also functional. So you've got forged wheels, vented bonnet, finned side sills, a taller rear spoiler, and redesigned bumpers. So all of that's to aid it in terms of downforce, reducing drag, and improving efficiency, and also cooling down brakes and such. So but also it's also lighter than what the standard car was. So this now weighs at 3,075 pounds, which is a quite substantial 199 pounds less than the standard car. And like I said, all of those extras in terms of the bodywork are functional. So the forged wheels are lighter, you've got more downforce, which means better handling, and reduction in weight will also improve the braking as well. Still got a modicum of boot space up front, but it was hardly a luxurious car to start with, and it's probably even less so in this version. But there really wasn't all that much to lose in the standard car, quite frankly, over this. So most of the lightning has come down to bodywork and wheels and such. See, you've got rear diffuser there as well, so that sucks the car down to the ground when going at a high rate of speed. And we've still got the engine that we had in the previous car, so it's still a 4.5 litre V8 engine, but it now produces 597 horsepower, so that's 35 horsepower more than the standard car, but the torque has stayed the same at 398 pounds-feet, which is still a plenty amount, but that extra 35 horsepower while weighing 199 pounds less means that this is a properly quick car. Even though it's rear-wheel drive, still it's hardly a sluggish car off the line, and that's because of the extra power, but also because of the fact it's got a lack of weight. And this is the kind of car that really Ferrari should be doing nowadays. It's still just as quick as a lot of their other cars, but it's not reliant on a hell of a lot more in the way of power, because generally those cars are a lot heavier than something like this. Now granted, this is the rarer version of the 458, but even the Italia only weighed less than 3,300 pounds, which is still significantly less than some other modern Ferraris. So I really do like this car, although there are some disadvantages over the standard version, no doubt. I imagine this wouldn't be all that friendly on the open road, as it's probably going to be a lot rougher in terms of its ride quality, and a lot louder and a lot less livable with. But out on the track, which is where we're going to go now, it's no doubt a better car. So let's get out there and see what it can do. Right, we're at Sebring International Raceway for a couple of laps, but as per usual, we're going to hear what the car sounds like first, and then we'll talk about it some more. yeah, a mind-blowingly awesome sounding engine, quite frankly, and revving up to 9,000 RPM just makes it an absolute screamer. You really don't want to be changing gears, quite frankly, just because you're enjoying the noise so much. So yeah, absolutely sensational sounding engine. Although the standard Italia was hardly a bad sounding engine, but this just feels that little bit rawer and less, you know, commercial, I guess you could say, in a lot of ways, because obviously the Italia version was a massive hit for Ferrari. A lot of those were sold, whereas there's a lot less of these, and yeah, it just feels like it's not trying to placate anybody or anything, quite frankly. So yeah, fantastic car in terms of its engine, and handling wise it's also pretty damn great as well. With that reduction in weight, sorry, yeah, it feels so much more direct when it comes to its handling. That said, lack of weight also does have some negative impacts in terms of, you know, grip and such, because you do need more downforce acting on the car to get the most amount of grip. You know, a lack of weight means lack of, you know, pressure on those tyres and on that suspension and such, so you do need to be going that little bit extra faster just to get a bit more out of this car than you would the Italia, which quite frankly flatters you to heaven and back, quite frankly. But yeah, this, once you do get it up to any rate of speed, yeah, it's just really planted and really easy to get a hold of. Yeah, it isn't a difficult car at all to learn and be reasonably fast at, and that's also helped by the fact that the brakes are excellent, again, which are going to be aided by the lack of weight. Lack of weight means lack of momentum, and therefore lack of you know, hard braking is needed as a result. So yeah, all fantastic in that regard. And then you've got the acceleration as well, 0 to 60 in only 2.85 seconds, 0 to 106.050 seconds, and it going to a top speed of 214 miles an hour, although that is probably only on this game and not in real life, but still, that is monumentally quick in terms of its acceleration. And again, just shows that you don't need 800-900 horsepower in a Ferrari to get under 3 seconds. Less than 600 horsepower, but also a substantial lack of weight means that, yeah, this is a rocket ship in terms of acceleration, and he's more than able to back that up with its really good handling and amazing sounding engine. So yeah, overall a fantastic Ferrari. It is a little bit annoying, as per usual, when it comes to Ferraris, that only a few years after the initial car that it is based on, he comes out and says, no, this is really the best that this car can be, rather than what the car that they brought out originally was. So that's something that's always a little bit irked me, but that's been the case for Ferraris for many years, with the 430 Scuderia and the 360 Speciale. You know, it's nothing new for them to bring out a car that they say is great and then bring out a new version of it and say, no, this is the ultimate version of it. So yeah, that's the only annoying thing about this car, quite frankly. Everything else is practically perfect, and yeah, it's an utter joy to drive on any track that is on this game. So yeah, highly recommend trying it out if you haven't already. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.